Hello, we are Team Risky Rascals. We have been working to find a solution for Challenge 3. Our team is made up of Mimi, Catherine, David, Kaylee, and Stephen, a mixture of project professionals and data analysts from the Ministry of Defence, AWE, and Wood. Our challenge was set by Thales and was focused on the development of an AI chatbot to increase the efficiency of exploring and examining risks. For this challenge, the team needed to develop a chatbot capable of responding to natural language risk queries using a live risk register as the data source. We aim to present an initial solution to the challenge while looking forward to understand how this prototype could be further developed in the future. Our journey started by reviewing key pain points from the users, which we used to further understand each of the customers' personas. Critical risk insights are buried in static registers. Static registers often contain vast amounts of data that are not easily searchable or filterable, making it difficult for stakeholders to quickly find relevant risk information. This can lead to delays in decision-making and a lack of timely responses to emerging risks. Teams spend too much time sifting past risk data instead of focusing on proactive mitigation. Manual data sifting is time-consuming and inefficient, diverting valuable resources away from proactive risk management activities. This can result in missed opportunities to mitigate risks before they escalate, increasing the likelihood of project disruptions. Without AI-driven analytics, organizations struggle to identify recurring patterns and anticipate future risks. Traditional risk management tools lack the capability to analyze large data sets from patterns and trends. Organizations may fail to recognize recurring risks and are less equipped to predict and prepare for future risks, leading to repeated issues and inefficiencies. Current BI dashboards lack an interactive AI component for real-time risk analysis. Static dashboards provide limited insights and require manual updates, lacking the dynamic capabilities of AI-driven tools. This can result in outdated risk assessments and slow responses to changing risk landscapes, reducing the effectiveness of risk management efforts. Addressing these pain points involves integrating AI-driven analytics, creating centralized interfaces, and implementing systematic evaluation processes to enhance risk management efficiency and effectiveness. How are you currently managing these challenges in your projects?
The data source is the Excel file which will feed the solution. There are three parts to the solution. Firstly, the Power BI desktop. In here, the data will be transformed through Power Query, and we are then able to create interactive reports that can then be uploaded into the Power BI service, which can then be exported as a live embedded report to attach to our web solution. The requirements for this would be a Power BI Premium license. The second part is the chatbot functionality. In order to have this, we need to first transform the data and break it down into smaller pieces. This will reduce the noise for the language model to use as context for the text generation. This is important because it will cut down the cost use for the API and improve the accuracy of the answers. This data will then be put into a vector space, which will allow the relevant data to be retrieved as context using the user query or question. The final part of the solution would be the web application and the design of the chatbot, which we kept simple with the embedded Power BI report and the chatbot application at the bottom. As you can see in the screenshot, when a user enters a question, it will then use the relevant retrieved documents to form an answer that is tailored to the data for the risks and mitigations.
Yes, with regards to question one, currently the solution is collecting Excel data as text data and plugging it into the vector database with no analysis behind it. In the future, we could look to create functions that summarize the data and performs the analytics in advance of being utilized by the bot. This is positive for the solution as when making a call to AI, it calculates the cost based on the amount of data you give it. So by summarizing the data, we're able to reduce the cost for the organization. Also, when there is less information, the LLM will work better as there is less noise and it therefore improves the retrieval of the document that is relevant to it, hence improving the accuracy of the results. Now, our user interface has been designed to be user-friendly and simple in this initial prototype. Each persona can ask their specific questions to the bot and receive answers that align to their priorities. Now, we've tried to address the issues, the pains and gains and the customer jobs from the problem decomposition by, enabling the user to interrogate their live risk data through the bot solution. Through developing this new tool, the team will not spend so much time sifting and reviewing risk data, but will instead be able to proactively engage with the risk bot to identify trends, patterns, and successful mitigation strategies. To improve this in the future, we would look to create SME LLM agents where we could train the chatbot on data from subject matter experts to make answers more informed. We have developed a centralized chatbot driven interface that will enable stakeholders to engage with their risk data. But however, in the future, something we could look into improving is by establishing a secure login portal to support secure permissions and access to the company's data. Thank you for listening.